So Kanye West is back in the headlines, said he's running for president, and I wasn't going to address it, but I've seen people talking about it, so here you go. No, we're not voting for Kanye. If he wanted to run legitimately, then he would have been out doing the work. You can't just announce that you're running for president 4 months out. I mean, literally, he's not given access to any of the ballots. Like, there's a process for getting on the ballot in each state. I don't think he's registered with the FEC. And not to say that he can't do those things, but what is his platform? What is he running on? What are his plans for helping the community? Like, this is a ridiculous concept, and it's one that I don't feel the need to address, but because I've seen particularly black people saying that he's a better, candidate than Biden, or that, I see people talking about that this is a conspiracy to take away votes from Biden or from Trump. I don't know if it's any of that. I'm not getting into any of the conspiracy. I'm talking about if he really wanted to be a serious candidate, if he wanted us as people to take him seriously, then he would have a platform. We would know what he wants to do. We would know what he wants to do when he gets in office. He would have, even though Biden's policies are very vague, they are existing. You can go to his website and see some of the things he wants to implement once he gets into office. If you don't have a platform, how can you 4 months outside just say you're going to run for president and expect to be taken seriously? Really, it's insulting to me, and it should be insulting to every voter that this man thinks that he can just run for president without saying what he wants to do. And 4 months is not enough time to actively go out and get that message out and actually discuss with people what they want to be done. It's not enough time because he has to do all the registering, he has to do fundraising, and even if he uses a lot of his personal funds, it's still not enough time to get a good enough team together that will help you write law. Kanye has never written law. Now, this does not take anything away from his artistry. If you know me, then you know I love Kanye's music. He went into the world of fashion and he found success there. That's great. But this is ridiculous. And I wouldn't be saying that if you had announced it a year out. I would give you time to develop your platform. We're 4 months away from the election. If you was going to make an announcement, you should have came with a 15-point plan about what your plan is for the country. And that's not what he did. So please do not vote for Kanye if he manages to get on your ballot. It's a wasted vote. It's a ridiculous vote. And it's not what I would rather you vote. If you wanted to vote independent, sure, there are independent candidates out there that have platforms that are meaningful. If you feel like in your heart you can't vote for either one of these candidates, then vote for somebody who stands for something. But do not go for this ridiculous ploy. I feel like it's a very important election. We can't have Trump. You take from that what you want. We cannot have Trump. His mismanagement of this COVID virus, his mismanagement of this country, his blatant racism, his disrespect of the movement that's been going on, the language that he uses is dangerous. I will not have another Trump presidency. I cannot live with that. This country cannot live with that. It is actually dangerous to do that, as we've seen. His disrespect for human life has cost lives with this virus. The way he has politicized health and healthcare during a pandemic has shown that he cannot be president. So we can't do that. Also, we cannot vote for Kanye. He doesn't have a platform. I don't care how, just being famous does not make you a good leader. We have to change this idea that fame is a qualification for leadership. If you're famous, and this is no disrespect to anybody I name, but if you're Usain Bolt and you're the fastest person alive, that does not make you qualified to be a rocket scientist just because you have more followers than somebody who works in that field. You understand what I'm saying? You get the analogy? Just because Kanye has 30 million Twitter followers and is famous worldwide for making music does not make him a leadership in political realm. That doesn't equate. Why are we having this discussion? What is going on in this country? Like, why? Anyway, do some research. Find somebody whose beliefs that you can live with. Find somebody whose political stance is in line with what you think and vote for them. Do some research. Go to their website, look at their platform, look at their speeches, look what they've said, look how they voted, look. We cannot just be voting celebrities, and I refuse to live in a world where that happens. I refuse to live in a world where we just vote for people who have large platforms. That is such a dangerous time. Like, people need to have morals. They need to have ideas. They need to have like, what are we doing? Anyway.
Voodoo.